So hello my dear friends, welcome back. Welcome to your channel Cooking Astrology. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for subscribing my channel and liking my videos. Thanks a lot. So let's continue our journey, our discussion of houses of Dashman chart in Vedic Astrology. And in this particular video, let's try to decode the 7th house of the Dashmansh and the D10 chart in Vedic Astrology and what are going to be the results that are particularly associated with this house. Now the very first thing, in order for you to decide between whether job is going to be a suitable pathway for you or business is going to be a suitable pathway, the 7th house of the D10 chart is actually going to play a very significant role, along with determining the strength between planet Mercury and Saturn. Now Mercury is a more business oriented planet and it's a significant of business in Vedic Astrology. And Saturn is a more work and job related planet in Vedic Astrology. Now out of first of all these two planets between Mercury and Saturn, you need to first of all check the Raj Yogas which are created by both of these planets in the D1 and even in the D10 chart. And secondly, also try to analyze the strength of the Mercury and Saturn in the Dashmansh Kundli. Like for example, if Mercury is sitting in its own zodiac sign, or even if it is exalted, same in the sign of Virgo, or Saturn is somewhat going in the inimical zodiac signs. So basically what is happening, the strength of the Mercury is getting enhanced here and Saturn is becoming pretty weak. So if Mercury is becoming more stronger, and you need to first of all check the zodiac sign placements, okay, and secondly also pay attention towards the yogas which are created by Mercury. Now how to check yogas of Mercury? Look at the planetary conjunction of both of these grahas, whether Mercury is forming conjunction with the 10th house lord of the Dashmansh Kundli or not, first house lord or not, or if it is sitting in the prominent position. So this will help you to first of all analyze between whether this is the best or this is the best pathway for me. So 7th house is pretty much help us in understanding and determining that part here. Second important point, along with the Saturn and Mercury, you need to blend the energy of now the 7th house lord. Because if the 7th house of the Dashmansh Kundli is going to be playing any role with Mercury or Saturn, this will going to help us to understand the more indication into your own life. Apart from this thing, any sort of activities which include diplomacy, okay, all the foreign diplomats, they are seen through the 7th house or they are having very strong 7th house. Individuals that are working as a relationship manager, whether they are working in a banking industry, government sector or any other sector, so that is also going to be firmly seen through the 7th house. This is also the house which indicate any sort of partnership businesses that you are going to be doing in your own life. So what amount of success you are going to be reaping out in a partnership business is also indicated through the 7th house. If for example the 7th house of the D10 chart is becoming pretty much powerful, it means first of all partners are going to be reaping out more benefit from you. Because 7th house is becoming more powerful, it means the business partners are gaining more energy. If the 7th house lord is becoming pretty weak in the horoscope, then this actually have the capacity to create indication like you are going to be reaping out more benefit. So basically in order to check whether partnerships are going to be good or going with sole proprietorship is going to be good for you, or what kind of a business dynamics you are going to be functioning, that is also going to be indicated by the 7th house. And even planets that are actually coming in the 7th house also have the capacity to greatly influence your career and business dynamics into the much greater manner. Now in order to check whether the planets that are coming in your 7th house, try to analyze their zodiac sign placement, and basically there are 4 categories which you need to be paying attention here. You need to check whether the planets coming in the 7th are going in the air zodiac signs, in the watery zodiac signs, earth zodiac signs, or in the fire zodiac sign. So out of all the 4 elements, try to emphasize okay which element is going to be playing more important role in the 7th house, and the planets that are coming up there, whether they are gelling with the energy of the 7th house or not, this will help you to create an indication of how other planets are also going to be creating impact into the 7th house. Apart from this thing, any sort of joint business venture between the husband and wife is also going to be indicated from the 7th house. Although here we also need to analyze both the male and female chart combined together, because many a times have you seen both husband and wife, they are involved in the same business, or the business is registered maybe sometime in both people name or one person name, but basically they both are operating together on the simultaneous basis. Now why that part is going to be coming is also going to be indicated and seen through the 7th house, and that is where both charts of male and female are also equally important in order to check the importance here. Next important point, yogas of going in the field of politics basically is also indicated from the 7th house. I have seen many politicians chart also. 7th house lord of the Dashmansh Kundli is first of all forming a very prominent conjunction with planet Sun also, Saturn also, Mars also, and Ketu Sambat. Up to some extent, Ketu is also going to play a very significant role here, because this is the house which also going to be governing the other people with whom you are going to be interacting on daily basis, specifically from career point of view. So suppose even if you are doing a 9 to 5 job, all the other people with whom you are interacting is seen through the 7th house. Whether it's your colleagues, co-workers, people working with you, people that are working below you. So everyone is going to be falling in that category. Now, if this prominent, your 7th house is suppose becoming very prominent in the horoscope, it will first of all have the capacity to give power and authority directly into your own life. So in order to check specifically the career in the field of politics also, or basically not necessarily in the politics, whether you have the capacity to gain some fame into your own life or some major recognition into your own life, that part is also going to be connected with this house. Like how renowned you are going to be in your business area, in your corporate culture. So how well other people are going to be recognizing you. That is actually going to be seen through 7th, because this is also the perception and the picture of you as an individual in the eyes of the other people. Like how other people are going to be perceiving you from your career perspective, like whether you are going to be good in your career or not. So perception of the other people and how strongly they are going to be trusting you is also going to be indicated through the 7th house actually. Even any sort of export and import businesses in Vedic astrology is also indicated through the 7th house along with the 12th house. Without 7th house coming into picture, any sort of business is becoming very difficult actually. There must need to have some Raj Yogas formed by the 7th house of D10 chart. Only then the business areas are going to be getting highlighted into your own life. Now from the timing standpoint of view, you need to just pick the 7th house lord and trace this graha in the Antardasha and even the Prantardasha. Okay, this will eventually going to help us in understanding the more indication when the timings are going to be there, because 7th house is also the transitional phase, like transitioning which is happening from one career domain to the other career domain, or any sort of transitioning from job to business, job to self-employment, self-employment to entrepreneurship. So any major transitioning is going to be greatly impacted by the 7th house. Even individuals that are working abroad, foreign settlement, or going permanently abroad and establishing their career and business in that foreign country, these people are also going to be having very strongly 7th house forming connection with the Venus, 2nd and 12th and 10th house at the same time. So any sort of business operations, whether you are going to be setting in your own home country or whether you have the capacity to grow your business abroad outside your home country, is also going to be totally dependent over the 7th house. So this is pretty much one of the most important houses of the D10 chart in Vedic astrology, because this will help us to understand many more things in the very detailed manner. Apart from this thing, Dashmansh Kundli is not only responsible for checking the career here. Okay, this is the one aspect of the D10 chart which we are discussing here. If you go into the more detailed manner with regards to the amount of karma which is being left, or the karmas that you have burnt in the career, so any sort of karmic leftover is also going to be indicated through the Dashmansh Kundali. Here not only the 7th house is going to play a very important role, the overall picture of the D10 chart is going to help us to indicate the amount of karmas that are going to be left in this lifetime. And that is also the main reason why this chart is very important in order to check the death predictions for the native also. Because in this universe in which you have taken birth, basically you are performing some set of karmas here. So your karmas are going to be indicated by planet Saturn, and I have repeatedly said in every video, Saturn is the sole significator of this Dashmansh Kundali. Just like Sun is the sole significator, Atam Karka in the D1 chart, Venus in the Navmansh Kundali, it's the sole significator because Venus represents relationship. So Saturn pretty much here represents the storage of karma, ending of karma, even the beginning point of some new karma is going to be indicated by the placement of Saturn. So if you want to karmically analyze this 10th house D10 chart in Vedic astrology, you can also blend this D10 chart along with the D1 chart also. Blending both of these charts will going to help you to gain more concise predictions over the functionings and operating of both of these charts combined together. So I hope you have gained some basic idea behind this 7th house of the D10 chart and the kind of predictions that you can predict specifically by this house. Now, if you are having any queries and consultations with regards to your own astrological chart, you can just drop me an email. If you want to understand your career pathway in more detail, if you want any other consultation over the business, even marriage, spiritual consultation also, so don't hesitate to get in touch with me. I will try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. Also, make sure to subscribe my channel below, hit the like button if you really enjoyed this video. And I'm going to meet you very, very soon with the 8th house of transformations of the D10 chart. So till then, please take care of yourself and Hare Krishna.